Takes and Smoke Breaks, the podcast where we dive into the top trending movies of the moment and make our best guess at what they're all about. Today we're going to make some predictions on A Silent Voice. We have two scenes from the movie right here, and who wants to go first?
I'll go first. All right. So, first off, how can you watch this movie?
On Netflix. It is available on Netflix right now.
Oh, so I have Netflix. All right. So, A Silent Voice. So, the first picture right here I got is is this kid. He has like a big paper. I don't know if that's like his homework or something, or if it's like an assignment or what, but he has a big old like he's using it like a siren, like an air horn or like a something, and he's like yelling in the back of this poor little girl. Dude, what the fuck? Like I don't know what he's saying, dude. But he looks passionate. He looks very passionate. And this girl behind him in the back, it looks like they're like in this like little classroom. So like maybe it's like they're at a school, you know? It's an anime, so maybe it's just these kids at school, and this he looks like Tai. He looks like Tai from Digimon. Remember Tai?
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the goggles. But yeah, there's like these kids in the classroom, and they're all looking at him like, I don't know if they're looking at him like he's being weird, or like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? But he looks like he's up to no good. I don't know.
What's it about? What do you think this whole thing is about?
This whole thing. All right. This whole thing. We have the second picture really quick, and it's a bunch of people with an X. They're in a school. For sure, it's about a school, but they have X's on their faces over their eyes. What is this movie called, T?
A Silent Voice.
A Silent Voice? So it doesn't make any sense why they can't see instead of like why would it matter if they can see if they need to be silent? So pretty much I think it's probably about this kid who is shy and shit and doesn't like looking into people's eyes. So he's gonna try to tear out everybody's eyes. I don't know. I don't really watch anime.
This is probably a feel good anime for sure.
I don't know, dude, because this kid looks like he's having a heart attack right here. But I mean, I think that it's like a dark anime. It looks like a dark ass anime, and someone's gonna die for sure, dude. I don't know who, but someone's gonna die for sure. So, A Silent Voice. It's gonna be about this kid who doesn't feel like he's appreciated, and he has. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to say, dude. I'm going down a dark path here. It's about this kid. He's shy. You know, he wants to be heard, so he finally can't take it anymore, and he wants to give his opinion. And after that, I don't know.
How's it end?
The dog's gonna die.
The dog's gonna.
Get the dog, bro. What the dog doing?
The dog's gonna die for sure, dude.
I
Bro.
don't see a single dog in these pictures.
The dog is gonna die, dude. I'm sorry. I love dogs. There was no animals hurt in the making of this film, I'm sure.
Okay.
But something's gonna happen and the dog's gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we should watch more anime.
Well, what do you think?
All right, I'm gonna name the kid Joe.
Joe?
So I'm sorry. His name's Joe. He's a gothic kid. He's actually really, really loud.
Gothic.
Yeah.
All right.
So he has anger issues. As you can see in the left picture, the other people can hear him. In the right picture, everyone's looking at him. This is through his perspective. But he doesn't give a shit about any other person. He just wants the affectionate of that girl in front of him. either their old childhood friends or they had some kind of love when they're in the childhood or whatever. And he wants her attention, but he gets everyone else's attention.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of anime.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he's just trying to confess his love. She knows something about him that no one else knows. So she's trying to back away from him and like ignore him. But he has some like trauma in his life that he needs her back in his life. So like sell the score. But I don't know. That's my take. Yeah, he doesn't care about anyone else. That's why they have their X's on their face. And he definitely has it's probably anger issues. I would say, assuming the way he dresses, it's anger issues.
How is that a feel-good anime?
Well, yeah, there's a problem, and he's looking for love to make it better, Michael. Love makes everything better.
I don't know, man. that sounds pretty dark, dude.
What? He's hyper focused. He has one love in his life. Everyone else doesn't matter to him. That's the message they're trying to send out. It's like, you got to focus on that one girl. You got to try your hardest. You got to yell at her.
But it's called a silent voice.
Yeah, because she's ignoring him. He's a silent voice to her. She's ignoring him. He's the silent voice. She's ignoring. It's about them two.
Is she ignoring him?
For some reason, it's probably more lighthearted than I'm saying. It's probably nothing really, and she's just being a punani about it. But but yeah, the guy's just trying to show his love to her. She's shutting him down.
How does it end?
How's it end? Let's see. He's gonna change his ways. He's gonna find, quote unquote, his voice, and he probably writes a letter, and he figures out, oh, the way I talk to people like affectionately is through writing or something. He's gonna find his alternate voice.
What about the dog?
There's no dog in my movie. There's no dog. So
what about you, Ivan?
All right, I have no idea. No, so they're in a class. Guy's about to yell. I think he's probably just gonna scare her. Like, it looks like everybody else is kind of waiting. The girl in the back looks super disappointed. The guys in the front are like, oh shit, he's really gonna do it. And so he's probably gonna scare her. She's probably just gonna cry, run away, leave, or something. Or a cooler story than this probably is gonna be. At this exact moment, she tilts her head back or something, and the paper goes into his throat.
What the hell? Dude?
And now his voice is silent. He can't talk no more. Because it hurt him.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And so in the next picture, I think he's just looking. I think we're still in the perspective of the kid now. I think he's looking for her, and that's why everybody has the X's, because like, nope, not her. And something must have happened to him or something, because he's getting a lot of attention. Like, even though people are talking, some people are turned around looking at him. Mm-hmm. So something must be visually wrong, or maybe he did something. Maybe he just yell at her and everybody's looking like, oh, he's a douchebag. Like, here he comes, the douche.
Here's Guy Ledouche.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how. It's hard to figure out the ending.
You know what I didn't notice is that he's crying.
Ooh.
He's crying.
No, he's not.
Yeah, look at the little tear in it right there. There's a little tear.
Michael, he's not crying.
He's
not
crying.
crying.
I think he's just stressing, like yelling, or
No,
like he's about to.
yeah.
Like,
He has like a tear coming down, like he's gonna start crying
Michael,
right
That's,
now.
oh my god, you don't
Michael.
watch that.
I can tell
that's
you
an
he's
art
not
style.
crying.
That's an art style, Michael.
He's crying. Goddamn.
That's just how their eyes
Alright.
look.
All right, so I have already watched this movie like 3 times, and what I can tell you is it's a pretty good movie, but you guys all kind of have some parts right, and then some parts very
Ooh,
wrong.
The dog for
The
sure.
dog.
So you're gonna have to watch it and see. And hopefully, when we're back from our smoke break, everybody will understand what it's really about.
Well, in that note, let's have a smoke break. All right. So, I know we're talking about anime. Little random. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Why Adam Sandler? What made you think of Adam Sandler? Anime?
Anime.
The Ace?
The A
Anime
in
Sandler?
anime and the A
Oh.
in Adam, dude.
It's because his favorite anime is that fucking. Cause isn't he in
Eight
like a
Crazy
Christmas
Nights?
movie?
Hanukkah,
Yeah.
fool.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah,
Eight Crazy Nights. That's my favorite anime
Hanukkah.
movie for sure, dude. Oh!
Don't mess with the Zohan.
Oh, bro, that's
Oh,
a funny
that's
ass
a good one,
movie,
dude.
No, okay.
That's so stupid.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie. It's a little dark. It's like a dark comedy. It's really good though. It's with Don Cheadle. It's called Reign Over Me, dude. If you haven't watched that movie, guys, go check it out. It's an independent movie. It's great. The guy, he loses his wife and family at 9/11, and he's having a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And he's like this rich person that Don Cheadle went to school with, medical school, and it's great. It's great. But my favorite, like, funny movie, probably 50 First Dates.
Really?
I really like 50 First Dates.
That is a good one. I'll give it to you.
Woohoo! Fucking
The
Rob
best.
Schneider playing this fool.
Best.
What about you? What do you like?
Me?
Whoever.
Mine's probably your Mr. Deeds, Waterboy, or Longest Yard.
I love Mr. Deeds too, dude. His
Mhm.
movies
Mr.
like hit like
Mhm.
different, dude. Like when his first couple or when his first movies came out, like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, like yeah, they were fun movies that had like a little, but like then like you said, Click. Oh, bro, that was different. Nope. What's your favorite T?
Probably the Longest Yard. I love that movie. First time I watched it, I was fucking dying.
With Cheeseburger Fred? Is it Fred?
I don't even remember.
Fucking-
I don't remember all the characters' names. There's so many different characters in that movie.
What is his name? Terry Crews. Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Yeah. I forgot the character's name.
I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the shakes that'll make you quake. What about you, Ivan?
I think Waterboy and Big Daddy. Big Daddy's also a good one. Little Nicky is also kind of high up there for me.
You
Because
know
Little
what?
Nicky's fucking funny.
I never watched Little Nicky.
Are you kidding me? You need
It's
to
the
watch that.
devil.
It's
It's the
The
fucking
devil.
funny.
It's the
Fucking
devil. Goddamn. No,
hilarious.
honestly, that's why. Because I was scared when I was younger that I was gonna watch that movie and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be blasphemous and I was gonna go to hell.
You are.
for it.
You already were though, so it doesn't matter.
No.
Oh.
But you definitely should watch it. That shit's fucking hilarious. It
So-
actually has, what's his name?
I watched the part where Little Nicky plays basketball with
Yeah.
with one of the demons or whatever, and it's fucking
Yeah.
Dana Carvey and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty funny, or that
That's
scene was
his-
pretty
or his
funny.
brother or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, I guess I don't know the story.
Yeah.
But,
So
yeah, that
the
shit was pretty
general
funny.
plot is mm, Little Nicky, which is Adam Sandler. He's the son of the devil, and he has two brothers, and they're they want to like be the next king or Satan, I guess, whatever. And so the two brothers like do something to where the dad's like deteriorating, and they left to Earth. And the Little Nicky, like they send him, like he's like the good or dumb one, and like they send him to go bring them back so that like he could save his dad or whatever. But it's funny, like he's like a complete idiot. He dies like multiple times and goes back to like hell and like regroups or whatever. Like they tell him like what happened, and like they teach him about like Earth. Like at first, I think he immediately comes out and gets ran over or some shit, you know. Like,
Oh, so it keeps
that's
dying.
cool. Yeah, like at the beginning, you know, and then but then like he meets people and like it's cool. It's like the usual cast of fools, you know, the same fools from Big Daddy. Like you already
Yeah.
know who like I'm talking
Mhm.
about. Yeah, so yeah, it's like the same cast of fools in that one. They're all like, two of them are like rocker dudes, and they're like all like, you know, they listen to shit back. We're like, oh, look at this, like about Satan, like, you know, like different satanic messages and shit.
Or
Like
a-
they're all like, they all worship this fool because he's like, oh, you're son of the devil, like sick, you know, like.
that guy.
Yeah.
I can
Well,
see
I'm talking
that
about-
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wedding Singer was good too, dude. That's another. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, Adam. Like, I mean, you knew that he could sing a little bit through Saturday Night Live and shit when he would play it, cause
Yeah, his little like parody song, or
yeah,
I don't
he
know
would
what
play
you
the
call it.
guitar. He would play. The
He
guitar
has like
and
his
shit.
own little like holiday albums and
Yeah,
shit
it's
too.
Adam Sandler. That fool, he's a trip dog. Like do you see Uncut Gems?
Yeah, that's just pretty good.
Bro.
Yeah, like see, like it just shows like, you know, he's a good actor.
His
Like, you know, he
range,
could do other
dude.
stuff.
He could do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and then most of these are all like produced with him, no kind of.
Bro, my heart was racing so much that
Oh, in
fucking
Uncut Gems?
in Uncut Gems, that last scene, dude. I was like, oh my god, this motherfucker, like, what is he doing, dude? And then
It was sick, though.
and then I thought, like, damn, this was gonna kill this guy. But then I was like, no, like, that's not how a movie goes. You know what I mean? And then now this fool got murked. They murked
That's how the
him,
movie goes.
and they murked the brother.
I know.
Like,
sad.
damn. I was like, fuck. They went there, dude. But he got the money, and he won.
Yeah.
he
Went
got
out
the
on
money.
top.
He went out
Ah.
on- Damn, goddamn.
Oh, yeah, that shit was cool. Did you see the basketball one he produced? Like he just made it. I think. Well, I know he comes out in it, but I'm pretty sure he produced
Oh,
it too.
yeah. I think.
Yeah, that one,
I think
right?
I
Like-
watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he
the
sees some full overseas
international
player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I already forgot what it's
too.
called, but yeah, it's
That's
a good movie.
I
yeah.
watched it like a couple weeks ago, maybe like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Or-
Hustle. It's called
Hustle,
Hustle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you watched
it's
that
on
movie,
Netflix, too.
Hustle?
You
Nope.
should. It's pretty cool.
Have you watched it, T?
Nope.
Ah, bro, it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's like an uplifting
Yeah.
movie too. Like it's like, damn, you know. I don't know. I don't want to give it away. if
The
you
dude's
haven't watched it,
actual.
but-
Yeah, the dude's an actual like NBA player, but it's not like based on a true story. But you know,
Mm,
could happen. Ah.
yeah. It's a trip.
But he has so many like the classics. Like if Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison are on TV, like you just leave them on. You watch those.
Yeah. On, like, yeah, any movie. Like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. Like Happy Gilmore was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean Billy Madison is just dumb. He goes to school all over again, man. To be like
that girl
to prove he's smart
that
enough to like
teacher
run a company.
fucking eating
Yeah.
The Glue. Have you watched Billy Madison T and Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, I've watched both of those.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, yeah, those are.
I can't
Yeah.
wait till I go to high school. He freaking grabs his face and he's like, "Oh, fucking please."
O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules.
Every year.
Fucking. Great movies.
Yeah.
Great movies. Well, back to the show.
Welcome back, guys. We just finished watching A Silent Voice, and now we're gonna give our takes on it. From the beginning, when we gave our takes on what we thought it was about, Jeff had the closest take, so we're gonna start off with Jeff. What did you think about it, Jeff?
I did not like the movie. Probably should have started. Probably should have started with me. I'm gonna start off pretty negative.
Okay.
Why?
It. So it started out really well. Like it built up like the world of like him and the girl. But as they got older, it just for me it didn't connect enough. Like that past story and this new story, but when they're older, I don't know. They just couldn't have gone a different direction. It wasn't my favorite. It could have been like most of those animes are like more, I guess, encouraging. This was kind of depressing throughout the whole movie. So I guess it was going for a different take. So, but I didn't like it. First half is good.
I didn't like it.
I've seen quite a bit of anime, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's
I'm gonna jump in on this one because I'm pretty sure Ivan has like a more like in the middle view of of how we feel. I thought this was a great movie. I thought it was great, dude. Fucking the guy who was bullying fucking ends up like getting fucked up because he was bullying and now he's trying to make amends after trying to kill himself. And it's not working out, and he grew up not really knowing how to like deal with what happened before in the past because everybody stopped talking to him. So everybody stopped talking to him, and now he's this like outcast because nobody wants to be like, nobody wants to like know
They're the
that
blame.
you know like they're exactly like the girl, she's like, no, like I wouldn't say shit, but like she didn't say a whole lot, but she did say something, or like she would laugh about it, and like she was like super insecure about him saying like we all said it or whatever. But I thought it was a great story but like I think Jeffrey had brought it up a little earlier, like why were they so mean? Like that's the only thing I really didn't like. I mean, I got bullied when I was a kid because I was like shorter, like or smaller than everybody. But I mean, I don't know. I guess it was guy bullies. It was just like pushing around and shit. You know, I would push back too when I had to. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe because it's different because it's girls or something. You know. But either way, I thought it was really nice. And yeah, dude, I thought it was the only thing that I didn't really like about it is that when they were older, it was kind of a little all over the place. Like I felt like it was a little too disorganized. That's like the thing I can say about it is like, yeah, it was a little disorganized, and there were some parts where I was like, wait, it kind of jumped to this over here. That kind of didn't make any sense, but like, I mean, it kind of came around a little bit, but I thought it was cool. Like the guy, he finally finds a friend, you know, and then, the exes, I forgot what I forgot what I said before about the exes, but like, it turns out like he can't look at people in the face, or look at people in the eyes, not in the face, like in the eyes.
Yeah.
And I think actually you, Jeffrey, like said that, like, or was it you or Ivan said that he probably can't look at them in the eyes or something like that. I don't remember.
I said something about like the he was looking for someone, and like that's why they had exes,
Oh yeah.
or like
yeah,
he
yeah.
had done something to where everybody like looked at him, and then like
Yeah, but overall, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. I teared up a little bit in a few parts. I'm a sap, okay? I'm a little sap. I have emotions, Jeffrey, okay? I'm sorry. But overall, I thought it was a pretty great movie. A Silent Voice. What'd you think about it, Ivan?
overall, I guess I am pretty much in the middle. I think it. I guess it's a good movie. I do like the beginning more, and then like I guess it's like the story, or like the character development's kind of cool or whatever. Like what you learn about her. I mean, obviously how she's like she takes the bullying because she doesn't even like herself or whatever. She hates herself, so she thinks everything's like her fault or whatever. And then like, well, how he learns that like, oh, you know what, like we're just being douchebags. And then and then like him getting bullied. I mean, I like that part just because it's like, yeah, you deserved it, you moron. Like you deserve douchebags.
No,
like
honestly,
now you're
though,
getting
like,
bullied. Yeah, it's like,
yeah, like that's
and it's
how I
like, yeah,
thought.
now you know. And like, yeah, I mean, obviously, like he took it to the next level when he was trying to murk himself. But
Yeah.
but yeah, like it was pretty cool. But yeah, again, I think it does just go on a little too long. There's a little too much like the not doesn't seem necessary, but kind of in the grand scheme of things. Like I know like they go back to like most other people, which like it makes sense, like because obviously like they all played a role in him getting bullied and her being bullied. But then like that girl, like she's still a douchebag. She still like hates
Yeah.
her, and like
She's
so it's
still a
like
bitch,
it made no remorse, no nothing. Didn't even care, or is more worried about like, oh sorry, like we all let you take the blame to the guy instead of actually caring about like the girl.
Yeah.
Because we're worried like, oh damn, like now you're getting bullied. But yeah, I mean, like I said, overall, I mean it was pretty cool. I mean, like I guess he learned, right? But yeah, I think it does go on a little too much. Even like some of the characters, like the side characters, like even the girl that helped her when she was like younger and then older, and then they like call her out for like ditching her, basically not like standing up for her
Yeah,
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was kind of
I
like,
was like, I didn't even know that they were like, or she was that close, like it wasn't really like that obvious to me that she was like, oh, like sorry I left you, and I was like, oh well, I mean you were like friendly with her, but it's not like anybody expected you to stand, or to me anyways. They're like, and then like then they introduced that new person, and then that fool just rags on him because he's a new guy. It's like, and then friend group that he has, like, so it's all pretty weird. And then like the girl when she's all fighting the mom and the girl too, like the new girl, she's just such fucking up her mom. Like what the fuck?
No, I feel like it could have been like an hour long.
Yeah, like I like the whole like full
anime.
circle thing too, like 'cause
Yeah.
at the end like he saves her, or whatever, and that. But like yeah, it's a little like drawn out, and
Maybe
then
like
it's
hour and a half.
It is an hour and a half, I think.
No,
I
it's
was like
just
two.
that's just like
Yeah,
2
it was like
hours.
2 hours.
No way.
The friend was
Yes.
kind of cool, even though he was like just dumb.
Yeah,
The little sister was kind of cool
the
too.
Comic relief.
Yeah.
Comic relief friend. I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah, and then even him like or when he was like trying to get rid of him, it was like, dude, like you're just being
Yeah, you're
stupid.
just being an
like,
asshole.
like it's not, yeah, it's just like relax, like.
But it did bring those
None.
emotions out. Like I don't know. Like with
Yeah,
the,
no,
with
yeah,
the
yeah. There
friend-
was it does pull on your, like I said. I mean, I'm not as emotional as Michael, but it does. It did have some sappy parts, or like, oh.
Like at
Poor girl.
first, I thought the sister was that best friend, and I thought that they had just like until they were like, oh yeah, that's whoever. I was, oh, that's a
Yeah,
different
it's her little
person. Like,
sister,
Oh,
yeah.
that's your little sister, right? But then, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's probably another one. Just it was kind of too long, kind of dragged on a little bit.
Yeah.
But I really liked I thought it was a cute love story, for sure. Also like,
I mean, would you even argue it's a love story? Honestly, I did not.
Bro, that
That's
shit.
one
It was
thing.
if you didn't know that was a love story right there, Jeffrey. Nah, I don't know what to do with
Uh,
you,
The
It-
progress from
it-
the
it-
beginning to the end was not there. Like it's just
the first part hit way harder than the second part. Like
Yeah.
at least like emotionally and shit. Like maybe because they're
Yeah.
kids.
There were just too many moments where it was still like, no, like you guys just went too far. Like she, like, you know, there's a difference, or like if there was something going on, but they were just douches, like to more extreme. Like when like at the end when he was like, oh, when he, even when he's older and he realized, when he asked her, can we be friends, and he realizes that that was what she was saying back in the day. It was like, bro, like, what do you mean? Like, what did you think she was like saying to you that was so terrible? Or, you know, like, you freak, or whatever he said, like, you're crazy. Like, he was all mad.
Yeah, like I don't. The whole thing with me is like they were like super mean. Those little kids, or like the what was the main character's name again?
Yo-yo.
Zoyo?
Show yo.
Yo.
Shoyo? Like they were super
Shoyo or Shoko?
mean, dude. And
I think Shoko, and she was Shoya or something.
Yeah.
like zero empathy, like
Yeah. Like
but
I said, it was
but-
more.
but
I mean,
they're
yeah, I
kids,
mean, I
right?
get
Like,
that they're kids,
you
yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
it just
Like,
seems a little too extreme.
some kids are mean, dude. Like some
no,
kids
I
are
mean, I
mean as
get it.
fuck,
No,
dude.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I guess, and then
was
especially
one.
like being a deaf girl, like being
Yeah.
a deaf person. I'm sure, like when we were younger, you could get away with saying like something nuts to somebody. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But I remember being in. I mean, actually, they were pretty old though, or they weren't little. I guess maybe that's why too, because they're
Well,
in middle school.
they
So maybe
were-
there was more
That was
rebellious.
middle school.
I think that's what they were saying now. Maybe like sixth grade or like fifth grade.
But that's still like elementary though.
Yeah,
They're different.
but well, yeah, no, yeah, well, that's true. Like how they, or the education and all that system.
Mhm.
But yeah, because that's why too. Because I was like, well, even in when I remember in Hedrick
I
and
guess
like,
they seem
when-
he
or-
seemed like maybe like 11 or 12.
yeah, because
Yeah,
when
that's true.
I remember being like in second grade and we had to. I don't know if they were in our class or we would just like they would join our class every wonder, but they were hard of hearing, and I remember like we would like they would like try to teach us a little bit of sign language to, and I don't remember anybody being all fucked up or, you know, like being like, I don't want to fucking do this, or I don't want to help, or, you know, like everyone was like, because it was just like,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm thinking like, okay, younger kids maybe, you know, a little bit open, but like I could see how like a
But-
6th or 7th grader be like, what the fuck do I have to do this for, you know? But
It was
it,
just
it was
those
still over the
two-
top.
Those two
Yeah,
kids though.
but I think, I mean, not to, I don't know if I'm right or not, but I guess Asian culture sometimes they're kind of extreme with the bullying too. Shit.
Don't know.
Just from other like shit they say, like they, or like in other animes and stuff. They, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all realistic or anything, but
Yeah, but even then, like going from the kid to was it high school? How are they gonna like? At least what for me, I'd be like, oh, that happened like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm not gonna bring that old stuff, and it's not gonna
I
affect me that
mean,
much.
Bro,
Come on.
bro. I mean, I stole a game. Remember? I stole a game in 8th grade, and throughout all of high school, he swore. Maybe he still thinks, dude, that I stole the game, bro. So I was a little kid that stole. So I mean, like, there are people that think that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but
I mean,
to an extent, it just stopped. Like that was it. Oh, Michael steals, but he's not gonna make a big old deal about like
But he
to
did.
everyone else.
He did also like make himself like an outcast, to where
Yeah.
like he would just not communicate with anybody, and he couldn't look at people in the eyes. So it's not like he
Yeah.
was really giving anybody eye contact for them to want to really approach him, because one of the first things you do when you gonna approach somebody is like you give eye contact, right? And
yeah, then he
like-
couldn't even recognize people.
yeah, he couldn't even recognize people. Like he didn't know. Like he just knew them kind of by their voice.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean,
Uh,
What
That
about
was
you, T?
interesting.
So I kind of agree with Ivan. It's both a good and a bad movie. Like I'm in the middle. I like the fact that they cover like the topic that's kind of like hard to cover, which is like suicide and stuff, and they made it into a movie that like almost anybody can kind of watch, preferably a little bit older kids or teenagers or young adults.
It
But
is TV-14, people.
yeah, so I thought it was like pretty good. I agree with most of the things that Ivan said. The one thing that I don't like though is at the end it leaves you to like infer. I really like closure in movies, especially when they don't make another one in like the series or whatever. So I like having like an end that's like defined or definitive instead of one that's just left open to let you think about how it ends. You know? I mean, and that's something part of like how it's like kind of like a love story. You
Yeah,
know?
I get you. Like, yeah, it's more preference, I guess. Like for people, like for me,
Yeah.
I really don't mind, just because like we can have like these kind of debates on like, especially on movies like those that kind of get left up in the air. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I think
It's
that
pretty obvious what's
yeah.
gonna happen, but I just like the closure, you know? Like
Yeah.
just to know that
Yeah.
it did happen.
Oh yeah, I get you. Why'd you pick this movie? To
So I picked this because honestly, people like a lot of people said it was a good movie, and then I know some people have said that they don't like it. So there's like a lot of stuff to talk about within it, and it's also like a tougher topic to talk about sometimes because it's about suicide and bullying and all that. So it's like a good place to start. And if we can talk about a movie like that, we can. Why can't we talk about other movies that are just like casual?
No, for sure. No, I mean, overall, I think this was a pretty good. Well, for me, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I give this one probably like 7.5 pickles out of 10 pickles, dude.
Huh.
I think that's pretty good, dude. Maybe 8, 7.8. I'll give it 7.8, dude, for sure, for sure.
Wow. Huh.
Definitely. What about you, Ivan?
I'd probably say 5, maybe 5.5,
What?
just to give it a little extra. I guess it's better than average, but also need to mention the teacher was a fucking douche too. They're like, you know, when he told them to stand up, like he just singled him out. Like, okay, teacher, you didn't see the
That
whole
was
class,
you,
but you saw him.
motherfucker.
Yeah, like, we know it's you.
We
Get
know
up. He
it
freaking
was
slams his
you.
fist on the yeah. And then everybody. And then another thing, that bitch that would cry whenever she got caught up, or when he would be like, "You bullied her too." Oh my god, no!
Could
I
you see
didn't.
that?
How
Oh,
could
yeah,
you
that
say
bitch.
And yeah, see, that was another one. She needed to get bullied too.
For sure. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining
Never
us.
didn't even give its rating.
Oh, he did it?
No.
Or
Oh, my
tea.
bad. All right, go for
Your
it.
pickles.
Your pickles.
I'm just gonna give it half because half the movie was good.
Half a
Half a
pickle?
Yeah.
Are you splitting it the long way or the fat way?
The long
fat
way for
way.
sure, dude. The
Oh,
long way for
no.
sure.
No.
It wasn't that good.
For sure.
All right, I would give it like 6 or 7 pickles.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't like I said. I wanted the closure at the end. So
I think I enjoy it kind of hit more closer to home because we have had somebody that lost their life that way before in our family, and it kind of I guess that it just kind of hit home a little more, you know what I mean, trying to get like a different or getting like a different view of how people think leading up to that decision that they're gonna make or whatever. Because I thought in the beginning that he was just gonna like that was it, and that we're gonna go back and do like a flashback. And
Yeah,
shit
like
that.
something.
Yeah,
would
kind
let
of
it to.
thing. So that was kind of cool, like seeing that that bright side coming out of it or whatever. Even though it was tough for him, he still came out and they were all
Took a
good
while.
or whatever. But yeah, pretty cool. But Thank you guys for joining our takes and smoke breaks. We're going to go ahead and come at you with another blind review next week. So please join us while we do that. And thank you so much. And with that, guys, we'll see you later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Later.